Good morning. Welcome to another session on environmental impact assessment. So we shall continue with the introduction. This is the last phase. Course outcome describing the objectives, capability and limitations of EAA, learning outcomes, EA notifications, and duties of EA consultant. Right, specific outcome definition of EA notification, example of EA notification, and third one is various duties to be executed by the EA consultant. Well, we already seen the definition and examples of EA notification. We'll be looking at the third specific outcome in this particular session, right? So environmental consultant. So I have already mentioned about who an environmental consultant is in a previous session, right? So when a proponent is proposing a project for EA clearance, he has to submit the EA report, right, to the government authorities seeking clearance. So the data that is to be collected regarding the various environmental parameters for his particular project is generally done by a consultant who is also known as an environmental consultant. Why? Because the proponent has no, how to say, very meager knowledge on environmental aspects and the impacts of the project on the environment. So he has to definitely recruit environmental consultant to carry out the EAA process for him, right? So these are some of the duties that a consultant has to follow, right? One, provide environmental guidance to clients for new industrial projects, right? Number two, perform research and analysis to understand the environmental effects of industrial plants. Third, forecast the potential environmental problems and provide recommendations. Number four, conduct site inspections for environmental safety compliance, right? Number five, analyze inspection data to understand pollution and contaminant levels. So this inspection data is based on the baseline data studies that they conduct before uh, uh, evaluating the impacts or predicting the impacts, right? And the next one is preparing inspection reports along with appropriate suggestions for the clients. Next one is research and recommend new process to reduce environmental damages. Next one is overseeing environmental legislative issues for industrial clients. Why? Because there are some legislative issues which they need to take into account. So uh, that is uh, that is conveyed to the clients by the environmental consultant. Building positive and long-term working relationship with clients, preparing technical proposals and scientific reports for new industrial projects. Some more duties: obtaining environmental permits and develop environmental programs for the industrial clients, managing and monitoring the project activities to ensure timely completion, providing training and guidance to team members as required, because environmental consultant alone is not sufficient to carry out the EA study. Meaning we need a team of members who are well versed or experts in specific domains, and the clients or the project proponents need to uh, get them to collect some specialized data, right? For example, which is related to water or air or some soil studies, or whichever is whichever is more important for that particular project, right? Or if they are going to deal with a lot of water, we need a hydraulic specialist or hydrologist specialist, right? So on and so forth, right? So and the next one is solving environmental issues and escalating complex problems to higher authorities. So apart from those duties, an environmental consent addresses issues such as land and water contamination, waste management policies, environmental management systems, air assessment, EIA, environmental audit, management of legislative issues for clients, the development of conceptual models, identifying and considering potential contaminant sources, right? Ongoing communication with clients, inspectors, and regulators, identifying previous activities and contamination when addressing property, right? So we end the session over there. having looked at some of the duties that are to be carried out by an environmental consultant. So the quiz question on EA consultant. So EA consultant deals with preparation of inspection reports, obtaining environmental clearance, managing and monitoring environmental project activities, and D, all of the above. Thank you. Thus, we come to the end of this session. Thank you for your participation. Looking forward to meeting you in the next session.